Where are all of my white women that like to tell black women it's just hair when they're culturally appropriating black women hairstyles? Where y'all at? Y'all move off to the side. Let them come down to the front. Have a seat. Let's talk. This beautiful woman right here, her name is Cheyenne Rivera. And she looks to me to have locks, right? And she's got them styled up in what looks to me to be barrel curls. Locks are a hairstyle that is commonly worn by black men and women. It's a cultural hairstyle. For some, there's no spirituality rooted in them rocking the hairstyle. For others, them rocking the hairstyle is rooted in their spirituality. Plus, y'all know what locks are because y'all culturally appropriate that hairstyle too. Anywho, Cheyenne has locks and she puts it in these barrel curls or bantu knots because that is a protective style. It protects the hair from continuous manipulation, from being out in the elements, those types of things. Well, Cheyenne, who rocks her natural hair that's styled in locks, that's put into a protective style, she has been disciplined for rocking that hairstyle. For rocking the hairstyle that is a part of her culture, and I don't know, but could be a part of a spiritual journey for her. On August 20th, Cheyenne arrived to work. She worked with no problems. This is the front of the style. This is the side and the back of the style. 11 days later, Cheyenne received an internal affairs notice that she had violated the dress code. She works for the New Jersey Police Department. She received an internal affairs complaint notifying her that she is violating the dress code. And so Cheyenne, of course, felt embarrassed because she was singled out. She felt targeted. And so Cheyenne decided to file a lawsuit against her superiors. Not only was Cheyenne disciplined, but her sergeants were disciplined as well because the higher-ups said that the sergeants weren't disciplining her appropriately because of her hair. A cultural hairstyle to protect her hair from damage, the hair that grows out of her head. The clueless person who's in the higher up position says that these are hair rollers. Yeah. So clearly, the higher ups don't understand black culture if they thought this was rollers. Cheyenne was embarrassed. She was near tears. And so she hired an attorney because this being on her record could stop her from being able to advance within the department. She would be stuck in her current position. She would not be able to move on to sergeant, lieutenant, possibly captain. All because they are disciplining her because of her hair. Her attorney said something that was real profound to me. Her attorney said that the higher-ups are discriminating against her, and then they're disciplining her sergeants who probably know what this hairstyle is and understand it. They are disciplining her sergeants who wouldn't get on board with also being discriminative towards her. And what's really ironic is that this area that Cheyenne is in is the same area where Andrew Johnson, a teenage wrestler, had to cut his locks in order to compete in a wrestling championship. Yeah, they made him cut his locks so that he can compete. So when you get on this app or any social media app rocking African cultural hairstyles, and people try to educate you on the importance of those hairstyles to black men and women in the black community and why you shouldn't be rocking them, and you come back with an insult saying it's just hair, for you it may just be hair. You can rock that style with no repercussions. But that is not the same for black men and women. It's not just hair for us. It's part of our spirituality, it's part of our culture, and we rock those hairstyles, and there is always a high probability that we will be disciplined for rocking the same hairstyles that you view as just hair. So instead of becoming defensive and doubling down and standing on your white supremacy and saying, I can do whatever I want with my hair, how about being a little bit more understanding and being respectful?